Good morning, children. I am your English teacher, Mrs. Meena Gupta. Today we will study the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree. In the introduction, it is given that this well-known poem explores the poet's longing for peace and tranquility of Innisfree. Innisfree, which is a place where he spent a lot of time as a boy. This poem is a lyric. Now let me explain some of the words given in the introduction. Longing means wish or desire. Tranquility means calm place where there is no disturbance. And Innisfree is already given. It is a place where he spent a lot of time as a boy. This poem is lyric. Now children, lyric is a poem which could be sung as a song. So it has got a regular rhyme scheme, that is A, B, throughout the poem. Now the poem is written by William Butler Yeats. Let us start the poem. Stanza 1. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 beans row will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and leave alone in the bee-loud glade. Now let me explain some of the words in stanza 1. Arise means stand up, cabin means room, wattle means twisted sticks for making fences or walls or boundary. Glade means clearing or the open space. Bee loud refers to the sound made by the buzzing of the bees. I here refers to, now let me give the explanation of the stanza. I here refers to the poet William Yeats. He says that he wants to go to Innisfree. Over there he will build a small room for himself with clay and small sticks, which are used to make the walls or the fences of the cabin. As he will need some food to eat also, so he will grow the 9 rows of beans near his room. Also, he will get the honey from the honey bee hive. He says that the open space where he will build his room will be full of buzzing sound of bees. And over there he will live all alone in peace and tranquility. Now let us move on to the next stanza. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening's full of the linnet swings. Now let us see the meaning of some of the difficult words in this stanza. Wheels means a piece of fine material which the woman wear to protect or hide the face. Cricket, children, you have already read the poem in class 8, Ant and the Cricket. So you are acquainted with the word cricket. Now cricket is an insect related to the grasshoppers but with shorter legs. The male cricket produces a characteristic musical chirping sound. Linnet is a small brown and grey bird with a short beak. Glimmer means something which is shining. So let me explain the second stanza. In this stanza, the poet says that when in Innisfree he will feel peaceful, and he says that the feeling of peace is felt slowly and gradually. That is the meaning of the phrase, for peace comes dropping slow. Peace could be felt slowly and gradually. He describes how he would feel peaceful in the morning time when it is cloudy and the view is not very clear. Then it will appear as if morning has worn a veil and has hidden itself behind the clouds. Beautiful description. Looking at this scene will make him feel peaceful. Further, he says that when the male cricket insect will sing a song, that sound will bring him at peace. Also at midnight, when he will see the twinkling stars in the open sky, their shine will give him peace. In the afternoon, when the sunlight will give a purplish glow, it will also give him peace. During the evening, when he will see the linnet bird flying in the sky, then also he will feel peaceful. So all these natural scenes and the things will give him peace in the tranquil environment. Now, the third stanza, which is the last stanza. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Now, some of the words and their meaning. Night and day, all the time. Lapping means striking. Heart's core means the innermost part of the heart. Now let me explain this stanza. In this stanza, the poet says that now he will stand up and go to Innisfree all the time. The sound of the lake water striking the shore repeats in his mind. This sound attracts him towards the lake whenever he is, either standing on the roadway or on the grey colored pavement. He hears the sound deep in the innermost part of his heart. Now children, there are some poetic device also used in the poem. Rhyme scheme, as we have already discussed, it is A, B, A, B. Alliteration is there, and repetition and personification, metaphor. So we will discuss all these things in our next class.